Hello, Book Leaguers, parents, teachers, and caregivers. Welcome to Book League Storytime Adventures. I have another compilation video for you. It's the Snappsy The Alligator series, written by Falatko. These books are great, and I feel like not too many people have read them. They're very funny. I like the idea of the first story where Snappsy's just living his life and a narrator is narrating everything he does, and it's super annoying and funny. And then the next book is about that narrator who becomes his, quote, best friend. I think both books are really funny. I think you will too. Let's go. Snappsy the Alligator did not ask to be in this book. Words by Julie Falatko, pictures by Tim Miller. Snappsy the Alligator wasn't feeling like himself. His feet felt draggy. His skin felt baggy. His tail wouldn't swish this way and that. And worst of all, his big jaw wouldn't snap.
This is terrible. I'm just hungry. Why is this rude narrator trying to make it seem like I need a nap?
So Snappsy went off in search of food. He walked along the edge of the pond. He scooted up the tall hill. He shimmied through the forest.
You're an awful narrator. You're just describing what you see in the illustrations.
Snappsy, the big, mean alligator, kept looking for food. He liked to eat tiny, defenseless birds and soft, fuzzy bunnies. He prowled through the forest looking for victims when he came to a...
It's just a store, a grocery store. It's where I buy my food.
Snappsy looked hungrily at the other shoppers. While loading his cart with pudding, peanut butter, pita bread, and popcorn. Yes, Snappsy the Alligator was particularly fond of a certain letter of the alphabet.
I don't only eat food that starts with the letter P. You don't have to make it seem like I only buy storybook food. I'm also buying cheddar, apples, pretzels, pasta, pears.
Aha!
It's just a coincidence.
Snappsy, the big, mean, hungry alligator, who only liked food that started with the letter P, carried his groceries back through the forest, back down the hill, back around the pond, until he got to a surprisingly lopsided shack.
Oh, you are really cheesing me off. It's my house. I built it myself.
I'll say. Snappsy, the alligator, took his groceries into a splinter-laden shed and slammed the door. Quite hard. He was inside. Still inside. What was he doing in there? Was he making crafty plans? Was he roasting innocent forest creatures that he already had in his freezer? Had he fallen asleep?
I made a peanut butter sandwich and now I'm reading a book.
Well, you have to come out. The story is really boring now.
If you must know, I'm planning a party.
Snappsy the alligator, trying to better his reputation with the other animals, decided to throw a party. Snappsy vacuumed the rug. He made goodie bags for all his guests. Wait, those aren't goodie bags. He's just taking out the garbage. Snappsy should really put out goodie bags for his guests. They love those.
You know what? I did not ask to be in this book. I was just having a normal day, and suddenly you were talking about what I was doing, so I'm throwing a party to make things more interesting. I hope you're happy. Now I just want you to buzz off. Thank you. Oh, go ahead. I can hear you breathing.
Thanks. Snappsy's party was shaping up to be quite a festive event. Colorful streamers hung from the ceiling. There were cubes of cheese and a bowl of punch. Some kind of danceable music was playing. Then Snappsy's friends started to arrive. They were laughing and dancing. They weren't hungry or thirsty. They looked like they were having a really good time. Yes, a fine time indeed.
Oh, all right, you can come in.
Oh gosh, me? The humble narrator? Well, I don't know. Let me check my calendar. I suppose I could come in for an hour or two. Someone has to demonstrate proper dance steps. All the important guests had finally arrived, and while Snappsy's sharp teeth were still glinting menacingly, he was actually a lovely host.
Does anyone want pudding?
Aha!
Because pudding is really good.
And we all ate pudding and did the chicken dance. We were really looking forward to Snappsy throwing parties like this every week.
Hey!
The end. Please subscribe. If you don't, I will follow you around and narrate your whole life. And I'll never leave.
He's telling the truth.
Snappsy the Alligator and his best friend forever. Probably. Words by Julie Falatko, pictures by Tim Miller. Snappsy the Alligator was the most interesting reptile in the whole world. He was taller than the tallest tree. He delighted crowds at the jamboree, and once he jumped over 23 cars on his scooter. He's my very best friend.
Thanks, but I think you're exaggerating.
We met at a party, and now we do everything together.
Actually, I'm going into town to run errands by myself.
Wouldn't it be more fun to have a best friend's disco bonanza? And when we get tired from all this dancing, we can have a sleepover.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Snappsy the Alligator led his very best friend in a conga line all the way to...
I have to stop at the library to return these books.
Perfect. We need to plan for our best friend's sleepover.
I prefer quiet evenings. Alone.
Snappsy the Alligator, who only occasionally stayed at home by himself, set off to plan for a night of fun with his very best friend.
I want to check out the new smoothie place.
Smoothies are for a morning of boring. Let's stop for popcorn, scary movies. You know what else is fun to do at a sleepover? Wear pizza on our heads.
What? I'm just here to buy vegetables.
Now we can do what best friends do. Let's play Pinnacle.
What's that?
Here are the hats. Braid my hair.
How? I did not agree to any of this.
Sure you did. I'm your BFF. You can tell we're BFFs because we have these shirts.
Who's Bert?
Me. I am.
You never told me you had a name.
You never asked.
Oh.
Now, do you want to sing karaoke with me?
Not really.
Do you want to put on temporary tattoos with me?
Definitely not.
But this is what happens at a sleepover.
I did not ask to have a sleepover. I like sleeping by myself. I did not ask for a best friend. I invited you to one party and you never left. All the other guests went home weeks ago, and you're still here.
So you don't want to wear matching pizzas on our heads?
I do not.
I see. I guess I'll go then. I'm sure I can find another best friend somewhere.
Thank you. Now I can read in peace. Then again, I've always wanted to try painting. Maybe I'll have a snack. Oh, for heaven's sake.
Oh, hello. I happen to be in the neighborhood.
I have something for you.
A sleepover? I'll have to reschedule my swim lesson, but only if you want to.
I do. Turns out it's more fun with you around.
I get that a lot. I brought you this gift. Pears, peaches, pineapple, pizza.
To wear on my head?
For smoothies and to eat.
Thank you, Bert. I do love smoothies and pizza.
And Snappsy the Alligator and his BFF had a lovely time doing the things that best friends do. They had such a wonderful time that they decided Bert should move in.
What?
The end. Please subscribe. Well, either subscribe or let me become your best friend and move into your house. Your choice.